Hi, my name is Joanna and I would like to welcome Shivi Bhalla, who is a leading expert for international students in Australia. Shivi, what was your inspiration for writing this book?
Great question, Joanna. I will start by saying that not long ago I was an international student myself. Actually in 2012 I had finished my studies and I was just feeling a bit directionless and a bit low when I finished my studies, and I was just looking for someone and something which could put me on the track, and I was very fortunate to meet some very influential and motivating people, and they literally changed the course of my life. They gave me strategies, they changed the way I think, and I experienced a tremendous growth in my career and life as well. And I realized later as I started my professional life that I owed a lot to these gentlemen, and I decided that I can pass on this value and my own experiences and story and strategies to international students who want to come to Australia in the future. And this is what my book is all about. It has some really authentic and actionable strategies and tips which will change the way international students think and will help them to have a smooth transition when they arrive in Australia. So I would say there was nobody in particular who became my inspiration, but I would actually say everyone who want to come to Australia and who are here, they are my inspiration, and I really want to put that value out.
Shivi, in the book you talk a lot about attitude and mindset. Now, how important are they for a new student?
Yeah, Joanna, look, without the right mindset and positive attitude and mindset, it is very hard, it is very tough that you would attract positive vibes from your surroundings. So I believe before you even start doing any work or working hard or anything, just getting your mindset right is very important. And a lot of times people ask me, hey look, how can I create this positive mindset? How can I be how can I have more faith in what I do? And I always say that the best way is to surround yourself with people who are positive, who have faith in themselves, because the reality is that you are the average of 5 people you surround yourself with. So now the question is, whom do you hang out with? Who are the people who are adding value to you? Who are the people who speak into your life? That's very important. And I love this quote by Jim Rohn. And I really want to encourage students to be very mindful of who their friends are, and whom they go out and interact with. And yes, look, I think one of my secret in creating this value and having a smooth transition as an international student and the accomplishments is my positive mindset, and more important than that, the faith. The faith is the key, because if you have doubts about yourself and your skills and ability, I think even hard work is of no use. So yeah, I strongly urge all international students in Australia to believe in what they do, and look, I have a huge respect for them, because I believe coming to a new country is a big challenge, and I think they should feel proud of themselves that they have already taken a big step, because I think most of the people don't want to come out of the comfort zone, and these students have taken that step already, and look, huge respect for that. Yeah.
I'm just curious and would like to know, what does a fresh overseas student go through just after arriving in Australia?
Yeah, actually the experience starts even before they set their foot in Australia, and when they get their student visa formalities done, they feel very excited, and they're looking forward to coming to Australia. So there's a lot of excitement. However, as the date of arrival comes closer, the feeling changes to a bit of apprehension, of not knowing what to expect and what lies ahead. Look, I believe that these feelings are quite normal and usual, and I experience these feelings as well. But look, the main question is that when they are in Australia, when they arrive in Australia, they're not really sure about their accommodation, food arrangements, and most importantly the employment prospects as well, because these students want to be financially independent and they do not want to put any more pressure, especially the financial pressure on their parents back home. So the question is, the major question here is how to go about it, and how to do it, and also how can they get all these things in place as soon as possible. So I think these are the questions students, international students in particular, feel, and they come across initially.
Shivi, how does your book seek to address this challenge faced by students?
Yeah, Joanna, the first thing my book sets out is to let international students know that they are not alone and helpless on their journey as an international student in Australia. The feelings they have, or what they're going through, is very, very normal, and there's nothing wrong about it. And I would encourage them to share those feelings and their experiences with other students, and maybe their teachers as well, which I believe is very, very important. And I believe it is a very big learning curve for international students, and as we all know, the learning curve is not a joyride, especially when you are in it. So I think it's a blessing in disguise, and as I said earlier, that I really appreciate and have a huge respect for all the international students out there who have already taken a big step to come to Australia and experience this new life here. And I've also talked about positive mindset in particular in my book, because I believe that that is the starting point. And I've not just shared about the importance of positive mindset, but also I've shared the strategies to cultivate that kind of mindset. And my biggest encouragement to students would be that after they read the book, I would be very happy, and they will actually experience a great positive change in their life if they implement the strategies, because implementation is a bit of a challenging part, and that's what brings the change, guys. So this is my message to all the international students in Australia, to actually implement and take action. Thanks, Joanna.